All right, let's start. So, this episode, I'm gonna talk about how to write a start and ending for your podcast. Because basically, if you have seen my previously uploaded podcasts, they kind of like started from nowhere and ended to nowhere because I didn't plan it and I was like, oh, just start where I want to start and go where I want to go. But now I know that, of course, I know it in the beginning, how it might affect how people view me. So of course, at one point, and this is the second week of my podcast recording, so I'm definitely gonna add this into my workflow. So I'm showing you in this episode of how I do it. So as you can see that this is the intro that I wrote using ChatGPT, and this is the end using ChatGPT. How I do it, it's very easy. I basically put my transcripts here. And the transcripts, as you can see, it's very, very rough. Like, it's full of, it doesn't have like a comma or a period, doesn't have, sometimes it's full of mistakes, but ChatGPT can always detect and correct it when it's at a good length that it can digest, basically. And of course, my podcast that's not so long is easy to digest. So anyway, let's have a look. So I put it in my messenger to transfer from the other computer. Yeah, speaking of computer, I do have a few computers because when you want to have several projects, you have one project just for documentation work for one client. Ideally, actually, I would say one for one client work. That's the best. So the next time, even if like, because if this one has, you know, especially as a mom, if you only have 10 minutes, you don't want to spend 10 minutes opening all the documents you need to open. You want to immediately get into it. So that's the good thing about having many computers. So one computer for one task. And that's cool. So I basically, when I need to transfer links, or as you can see, whatever I want from device to device, sometimes I use phone, but that's rare. I almost never use phones unless I'm outside. Like, yeah, one day I was at supermarket and I needed to write for a conference, but you know, it was really, I just planned to use 5 minutes to 10 minutes to do a draft and feel good about it. And of course, I already had done a lot of research before that. And then I went back to the supermarket for my mom. So, coming back, let's just look at this ChatGPT tab. So, as you can see, that the prompt is very easy. This is an episode of my podcast. What should I record? At the start of this episode, give me script. That's it. And then you copy the whole script. And how do you get a script for your podcast? I believe at this point you already know. But if you don't have an idea, I believe I would be putting in a very mini course about how you can learn everything. Yeah, anyway, it's in my exclusive membership. You need to pay for it, but it's very cheap. So anyway, so I'm sharing this part now. And then you copy all the transcript. It doesn't need to be wonderful at all. Look, it's originally having like every line is broken. But you see, ChatGPT did it really well. And it's kind of long, not so long, but you know, every line is broken. And to be honest, I've never tried to put, let's do that too. Wow, that's gonna be another episode. Let's just focus on the prompts on ChatGPT right now. So it gave me an intro. And as you can see, that this is quite long. And then, of course, I wouldn't use everything, but I copied it into my document and call it intro. And when I really have to record, I don't record everything, of course, because it's too redundant here. But typically, I would use the first sentence and begin to improvise if I just see, sometimes, and then I begin to improvise, and then I guess I can just jump to here because you don't want to leak so many of your information of what you do, but whatever. Podcast needs you to go with your flow. All right. So I don't feel like flow is so important. Okay. So then for the end, it's easy because you already put your transcript into ChatGPT, and that's the great thing. You just need to ask the second question. Is there a suggested ending for this? When I say suggested, usually they will give me several. So here you can see chatty and authentic. This one and reflective and warm and promotional and motivating, blah, blah, blah. So actually I find the last one also very good. That's pretty much how the whole setup came together. Even though I didn't record it, I feel like I just picked one and do it. Because there's so many good options from ChatGPT, but to use it right, it's just use your time wisely. That's it. Okay. Yeah, so it's pretty much it. So yeah, regarding how you do transcripts, I highly recommend a tool. That's actually for free. That's why I recommend it. I actually have a paid tool, but it's only exclusively available on phone, which is annoying because it makes you have to upload your file into your phone. And if you don't find a good way for it, or it doesn't sync so well, it's a headache. But how do I say? That tool was really good when you think about when you really want to transcribe at high accuracy, like more accurate than this one. So yeah. In that case, I would, in some cases, for example, I find the transcription in this one is using the free tool is not that good. So I would transfer to my phone to do another transcription. So let me just share the free tool really quick, which is actually, I should have asked Dropbox but this is not sponsored because I use it every single day. Now you can see I've got so many folders here. So there's audio files to transcribe. So these are my, you just need to upload, it can be M4A and MP3 audio. These two are good. And then, for example, this one was it. Yeah, audio 2 was the one that I was using for this transcript. So you just need to single click. Yeah, and there's already, but because I just did it, is you click transcript. So 2 buttons. After clicking, it's gonna generate after 1 minute or so everything, and you just need to click this 3 dots and copy transcript. And then the results are not, the results of copying doesn't include the timestamp. I believe if you want timestamp, you can, I don't know, you need to tweak it, but I usually don't need timestamps. Yeah. So that's how you transcribe without paying. And it's pretty good because basically the transcription function plus of a Dropbox, it's for free then. Plus the use of ChatGPT later is really powerful. You almost don't need to buy a tool to transcribe. Even though I can mention the what's the paid tool I use, but I barely use it, so I'm actually seriously thinking of unsubscribe it. Because as you can maybe see, so this is, right now it's called Some AI. It's called Some AI. So it's purple. I don't know if it's available in Android, but it's available in Apple Store. And it used to be, yes, I would still tell you that it's possible to, oh my god, it's too bright, right? It's possible there's a button to transcribe YouTube videos. Even though I won't tell you, I would tell you in advance that it's not so easy anymore. Because in the past, you just need to copy the YouTube link and transcribe it. And it's gonna transcribe with high accuracy after a minute or two. But after a while, I found it always having bugs. So, you see, all the machine learning and stuff, the block is what? When they have issues like that, it's because possibly YouTube made it not so easy to let this app read or hear the sound. If it hear it correctly, it should transcribe it correctly, but not. Sometimes it doesn't detect anything. Sometimes so it's weird. You don't know what happened. And great. So basically, the most reliable way here is really to upload an audio. Upload an audio that's for this tool in the app. This paid tool that's called Some AI. The best file to upload is a file type is MP3. That's actually how I discovered the transcript function of Dropbox, because Dropbox is good to sync, to monitor, to sync the files very soon. So sometimes my iPhone doesn't sync so fast. Then I just upload it to Dropbox, let it, and Dropbox, as you can see, it shows them for right? This is, for example, a course audio. And how I got that, I will tell you later. Yeah, it's gonna be my exclusive membership stuff. But here you go. So you right click and there's save as, either WAV or MP4. So that's how you can easily save any audio files into MP3. Then I usually, after it's gonna save it in 1 minute, there's gonna be the file with the same name, but MP3 version, and then I open it in my phone with that MP3 file into that transcription file, transcribing tool. So that's how I did it. But time after time, I discovered that the accuracy of this transcription tool in Dropbox is quite enough for me already. Yeah, I think I didn't use this, the app in my, when was my last time using it? I do have a history of it, as I don't know if you can, oh no, you can't see, maybe a little bit. So the last one was 1 month ago. And yeah, I did a lot a month ago because I had something really important. I wanted to be more accurate. But just before, it was really, really like another 2 months ago, because basically I use Dropbox. So yeah, I'm probably gonna unsubscribe it, and whenever I need it again, I'm gonna subscribe again, maybe. So yeah. So that's today's podcast. Thanks for watching.